All right, for my demonstration speech today, I'm going to demonstrate how to initiate a fluid or a medication through an IV pump. Today we're going to be using an Alaris IV pump model. The concept's the same no matter what IV pump you have. It's going to be the same principle. Of course, this won't certify you to use this pump or any other ones that will have to be at work or state or federal regulation. So no one actually here gets stuck with a needle today. We're going to use this IV arm. I have my supplies gathered outside, so we're going to go through the basic steps of getting everything ready and set up. First thing is going to be gather our equipment. Gather equipment, make sure that we have either our fluid we're going to administer, a medication, IV supplies, maybe some extra syringes if necessary, tubing, and most importantly your IV pump. We're going to make sure it's charged, ready to go, make sure we have our orders, make sure we give it to the right patient. That's probably the most important thing. So we're going to go through that process right now. Even though we have one set up ready to use for a demonstration, you're still going to take whatever medication it is, whatever fluid it is, we're going to look at it, make sure it's in date, make sure it's prescribed medication or fluid for that patient you're going to administer it to. You're going to get your IV tubing, you're going to look at it, we're going to make sure it's in date, make sure it's for the right pump model we have, and set aside. We already have IV access, so we don't need to do that, and we have our pump. So we can go ahead and go through this process of setting everything up and preparing to administer. He's going to hold, we're going to hang our IV fluids up on our IV pole. We're going to unkink our tubing. We're going to go through everything. We're going to bleed it out. The whole point of bleeding it out, obviously, is we don't want to put air into the IV line. So we want to make sure it's just getting fluid. All right. So we have the line flat out now. Now normally we have IV pole and stuff here. He's holding that, and then I'll hang out of the IV pole too, ready to administer it. Now I'm going to set my pump up. All of them are going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be the same concepts. For this one, I'm going to turn the pump on. And for this, we're going to do just a regular basic infusion. It's going to prompt you through several things. Is this a new patient? Yes, it's a new patient. Then it's going to ask you what you're going to confirm what you're doing. So once you confirm it, it's going to have you select the channel that you want to administer the drug through. And we're going to do channel A, since it's right here next to me. So we selected channel A. And since this is just a demonstration for a basic infusion, every IV or medication is going to need a rate. This one's going to be milliliters per hour. So for this one, we're going to dial in just 100, which is very common for adults for a basic infusion going in. And then just your total amount to be infused. And this is a 1,000 milliliter bag or a 1 liter bag. So we'll put that in. And then we can go ahead and start. And we'll just hit pause because we don't have nothing hooked in yet. So we'll open it up. Most of these things, these pumps are very, very user friendly. They're geared to only be put in one way. So we'll put this in, clamp it in, it's ready to go. Make sure everything's open, set. Of course, the pump's still paused, so we're not administering anything yet. We hook it up to our IV source, wherever that be at the patient. And then we can unpause it and restart. Now we have our medication, our fluid being administered. A lot of times you'll find out that you'll say air in the line, check pump, very, very common. Basically what happens is you just get a little air in this line and stuff. With this being a fake arm, it's not gonna let me infuse everything. Let's silence this. It's not gonna actually let me fuse everything, but if you prime your line, get everything set up properly, hook it up, start it, we really have no problems with the infusion rates or anything else like that. So that's the basic principles of hooking up IV pump and administering it, whether it be a fluid, a medication. It's going to be the same principles no matter what model of the pump you use to as well. And that is the end of my demonstration.